Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for the 29th of April, and we're going to pull one card for overall energy, and after that, we'll pull one card for each sign, and we'll see how those two energies meld together as we work through the zodiac today. Overall energy shows up as the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Boy, we're getting some really interesting overall energy. I hope this is somebody we're interacting with and not us. My Queen of Cups in reverse for me talks about somebody who has been putting up with something for so long and trying to act like it's okay when it really has not been, that now something's happening and the cherry's on top of the cake and she is losing it, man. This is a volcanic emotional explosion that is out of proportion with whatever it was that just happened, but totally into proportion of everything that's been building, building, building. All right, so let's find out if this is us or if this is somebody we're interacting with. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. All right, Aries. Woo, 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 woo. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Aries, what I'm feeling whenever I look at this combination for you is that you have been being very generous and helpful, trying to help somebody get ahead or get a foot up. And you're realizing that that's really only making them more dependent on you instead of more independent. You're cutting off that generosity to that person who's just only growing more dependent on you. And I think as you're cutting that off, it's because there has been that last straw that got put on your back. And now I think you're the one having the volcanic emotional explosion because you've been being nice for a while, but I don't think you can hold back anymore. Next up, let's look at Taurus. For some of you too, I'm going to say Aries, it could be the other person having the explosion because you're cutting back on that generosity. But I'm going to say for 80% of you, it is actually you. Taurus, Knight of Wands coming up here. What's going on there? Taurus, what I'm feeling as I look into these cards is that you have somebody in your sphere of influence who is wanting to take action about something quick, right now, fast, in a shake of a lamb's tail. And you're wanting to take some time to think about things and make sure that it even makes sense to move forward with whatever this is. And I think you're going to be letting them know that this is not working for you in a volcanic, explosive, emotional way. The beautiful thing about getting these readings ahead of time is that this gives you a chance to be aware ahead of time and to make sure that, you're kind of on top of how you're feeling so that your emotions can come out in a healthy way. This way, it's not taking you by surprise when you start feeling like this. You already have a backup plan what to do about it. Gemini. Eight of Wands showing up. Eight of Wands. Lots of communication going back and forth. Probably short communications going back and forth with other people. Geminis, what I get is the sense that you've got somebody who is in your sphere of influence who is losing their stuff. Volcanic emotional explosion. I don't feel like this is at you, but I do feel like they are letting you know, maybe even in real time. For a lot of you, it'll be after real time, but for some of you, this is going to be them letting you know, even in real time, about how they're feeling about something going on. I don't feel like they're focusing this at you, though, Geminis. Okay, Cancer. What do we have for Cancers? Six of Wands. Well, do we have any jealousy on the board here? Cancers, this is interesting because I think somebody is letting you know how much they appreciate you, giving you some type of accommodation, letting you know that, or commendation, I should say, letting you know that the things that you have done are important. And I think you've got somebody on the sides that is really jealous of this. Whether that's with or without cause, I don't know. not from these two cards. That would be more of a whole reading thing. But somebody is not very happy about this, and they will be making that known. All right, next up, we're looking at Leo. Two of Cups coming up here. Boop ba da doo doo doo. This is kind of funny. So I'm being given a kind of a picture of basically like high school kids, specifically guys, uh, hollering cat fight, cat fight, cat fight. Not that we had a lot of those when I was in high school, but to me, this is really the way these cards are coming up here. It looks like, Leos, you may be expecting this volcanic emotional explosion to come from somebody, and you may be, I don't necessarily feel like you're instigating things, but I think you know it's coming. I think you know somebody's going to say something that is going to trip this trigger. And I think you're really actually curious about how this is going to turn out, like legitimately, authentically curious about how this is going to turn out. So you may even be egging this on a little bit just because you want to see. I don't know that all of you would be doing that, but I don't think you're exactly disappointed to see somebody having this volcanic emotional explosion right now. That's what I'm going to say there, Leos. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Oh, let me show you the card, Virgos. Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Virgos, I kind of think this is you going to be having this volcanic emotional explosion. And I think, like I said earlier, you've been putting up with something for a long time. You may have even been a little bit gaslit, maybe a lot gaslit, because you've been kind of questioning and going around in circles about if this is something you should even put up with or not for a while. This to me looks like you're breaking free. You're getting your own independence. You're getting your own freedom. To me, it looks like you breaking free from the overthinking and understanding the situation now. This to me looks like a very good thing. It looks like a liberating and empowering thing. Okay. Now, does it happen to come with a volcanic emotional explosion? Yeah. Sometimes we need those, honestly. I've got 4 planets in Scorpio, so, I've had a few of those. It's kind of amazing how people change the way they behave once they see you lose your stuff. They start to have a little bit more respect and they don't think, oh, she's such a nice person. She'll let me get away with anything. All right, let's look at Libra next. Libra, Six of Swords showing up for you guys. Libras, I think you're witnessing definitely somebody's volcanic emotional explosion and you are walking out the door. Libras, I really think you're going, that has nothing to do with me. There's no reason for me to be here and even witness it. I'm out of here. That's what I think's going on with you. Next up, let's take a peek at Scorpio. Scorpio. What card will come up for us? I'm almost scared of what our card might be. Let's see. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Scorpios. Here's what I'm feeling. I feel like we do have somebody who is losing their stuff, and it may actually be focused at those of us with Scorpio placements where they're just feeling like they have dealt with stuff and dealt with stuff and dealt with stuff, and now they're losing their stuff. With that Seven of Wands, we're putting up boundaries. We're saying, hey, first of all, a little bit of displaced anger going on here. How about you shoot that at the person who actually earned it, or persons? We're definitely setting some boundaries here, and we're saying, yeah, you're not going to talk to me like that. I'm not the one that got you this upset and riled. Not happening. That'll be interesting. Usually it's not too easy to talk to somebody who's having a volcanic emotional explosion. They're not usually the best listeners. But we do show up as setting boundaries. We don't show up as having those boundaries tested. So I think we're going to pull it off. This is just a really interesting day, isn't it? Sagittarius. Empress card coming up in reverse. Sagittarius, this tells me that whoever this is that's having this volcanic emotional explosion, whether it's you or somebody else, I don't know from just two cards, but this tells me that you were kind of dreading this. I think you've seen the writing on the wall. You've known this was fixing to go down. You just didn't know exactly when. Today's the day, baby. Wear your hard hat and your safety belt. Today's the day. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Capricorns, you're cracking me up. You have the Knight of Pentacles. I guess I should show you the card. I keep forgetting. Knight of Pentacles showing up here, Capricorns. That Knight of Pentacles, you know what it's telling me? It's kind of comical. Somebody can have as many fits as they want. You're just going to focus on work. Like, whatever. You're not really paying that much attention to that. You've got more important things to pay attention to. Will this person be heard if they're trying to focus this at you? Probably not. Probably not. All right, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, you guys have the Hermit. This is my card that talks about going into recluse, getting to know ourselves better, what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what makes us trigger us. If we're feeling ambitious, we deactivate a trigger. This is what I have coming up for you, Aquarius. Here's the thing. I think you're going into recluse mode because you know it's very tempting for you to have that volcanic emotional explosion. And this is your way of preventing actually having that, at least actually having it out in public. You might be doing that behind closed doors when you're all by yourself, but you're not about to do that when anybody else can see that. All right, next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, you guys have the Ace of Wands showing up in reverse. Ace of Wands. Boop, ba-da, doop, boo. Pisces, I really think that this could very easily be you that's having this volcanic emotional explosion. And with that Ace of Wands showing up for your energy, I think that that explosion could be happening because you're realizing, or somebody is telling you, that you need to do something that is very tedious, almost unbearably tedious to do. Tax season is over, so hopefully it's not that you have to do your taxes. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate all your wonderful support. Thank you for putting a thumbs up on this video, for posting comments down below, and also for sharing it. All that great stuff helps me, and I do appreciate your support. Today, I am going to be doing readings at the Adams County something or other recreation grounds, I think, something like that. And it's going to be at the Colorado Fair. So y'all come on out and see me out there. Of course, my prices will be discounted to fair prices. So if you want a live reading at a little bit of a reduced cost, this would be the time to do that. I'll be out there today. The fair is open from 10 to 5, and I'll also be out there tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have a presentation out there. So if y'all want to come see the presentation, it's going to be something that helps you tap into your own intuitive abilities. And I think you'll enjoy it if you're into that type of stuff. A lot to learn whenever we get together and do that as a group. So, anyway, everybody have a fantastic day, whether I see you at the fair or not. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video if I don't see you today. Peace out.